Friedrich Nietzsche was a German philosopher, born in 1844, who forever changed the landscape of Western thought. Known for his bold ideas and provocative style, Nietzsche challenged conventional beliefs and questioned the foundations of morality, religion, and truth. He was not just a thinker but also a keen observer of human nature and society. His life was marked by personal struggles, including health problems and mental illness, which influenced his philosophy deeply. Nietzsche believed that humanity was at a crucial turning point. As science advanced and people began to rely more on reason rather than faith, traditional religious beliefs started to fade. He famously declared that God is dead, which did not mean the literal death of a deity but rather the decline of faith in God as a source of meaning in people's lives. This declaration resonates through his works, often showcasing his desire to encourage self-reflection and an examination of values. One of the reasons Nietzsche remains an important philosopher today is his influence on various fields such as psychology, literature, and art. His concepts have inspired countless thinkers, writers, and artists throughout history. For example, his ideas about individualism paved the way for existentialism, a philosophy that emphasizes personal freedom and responsibility. Nietzsche's writings also delve into the complexities of human emotion and experience. He explored themes like despair, joy, love, and suffering with a deep understanding that still speaks to readers today. His work prompts us to think critically about our beliefs and to forge our own paths in search of meaning. In many ways, Nietzsche can be seen as a bridge between old-world traditions and modern ideas about identity and existence. As we explore how he came to proclaim the death of God, we will uncover not just his philosophy but also its implications for our understanding of life itself in today's world, showing that even in a universe devoid of divine presence, we have the power to create our own values and truths. To understand Nietzsche's declaration that God is dead, we must look at the 19th century, a time of significant change in Europe. This era was marked by rapid advancements in science, technology, and philosophy. The Industrial Revolution transformed societies, shifting people from rural life to urban centers and creating new ways of living and working. As these changes unfolded, traditional beliefs began to wane, making way for new ideas. During this time, scientific discoveries challenged long-held religious views. Figures like Charles Darwin introduced theories such as evolution, which contradicted the biblical account of creation. As people began to trust empirical evidence over faith-based explanations, the authority of the church diminished. Science started to explain natural phenomena that had once been attributed to divine intervention. This shift left many wondering what to believe in a world where faith was no longer seen as a reliable source of truth. Alongside these scientific advancements, philosophical movements emerged that questioned morality and ethics. Thinkers like Immanuel Kant and George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel explored ideas about human reason and consciousness. Nietzsche found himself within this context of questioning established norms and sought to challenge the very foundations of moral values. He believed that without a divine authority to dictate right and wrong, individuals would have to confront the uncomfortable reality of creating their own values. Culturally, the 19th century also saw a rise in Romanticism, which emphasized emotion and individual experience over rational thought. Artists and writers explored themes of passion, despair, and the human condition as they sought deeper meanings in life. This cultural backdrop influenced Nietzsche's perspective on existence and morality. As faith in religion weakened and knowledge through science grew stronger, Nietzsche understood that humanity faced a crucial juncture. The decline of religious authority set the stage for his bold proclamation about God's death, an acknowledgement of both loss and opportunity in shaping a new understanding of life without preordained meaning. When Nietzsche declared that God is dead, he wasn't simply speaking about the death of a deity in a literal sense. Instead, he was highlighting a profound shift in society's belief systems. The phrase symbolizes the end of an era where religious faith served as the primary source of meaning, morality, and purpose in people's lives. With the rise of science and rational thought, traditional values that were once taken for granted began to crumble, leaving a void in their absence. In many ways, Nietzsche's statement captures the crisis that arose when the foundation of metaphysical truth, like divine commandments, was questioned. He believed that without these authoritative moral guidelines, individuals would face uncertainty in determining what is right or wrong. This loss of objective values posed a significant challenge. How would people navigate their lives and make ethical choices when there was no longer a divine figure to rely upon for direction? Nietzsche saw this situation as both daunting and liberating. On one hand, the absence of God could lead to nihilism, a belief that life is meaningless and that moral values are baseless. This could create feelings of despair as people grappled with the implications of a godless existence. On the other hand, Nietzsche viewed this moment as an opportunity for individuals to break free from dogma and to forge their own paths toward creating meaning in their lives. The idea that God is dead also prompts us to rethink our understanding of truth itself. Without established religious narratives, individuals are encouraged to explore subjective experience and find their unique truths based on personal insights. This shift requires courage but also offers the potential for growth as people embrace responsibility for crafting their own values. Ultimately, Nietzsche's proclamation goes beyond mere atheism. It serves as a call to action, inviting humanity to confront its uncertainty boldly and inventively while emphasizing the importance of individual agency in a rapidly changing world. The idea that God is dead carries profound consequences for how we understand morality, meaning, and our search for purpose in life. Without the framework of religious beliefs to guide us, individuals are faced with a critical question: how do we find meaning in a world without absolute truths? This question can lead to both confusion and liberation. On one hand, the absence of an objective moral compass can result in moral relativism, where values are seen as subjective and vary from person to person. This opens the door to a sense of chaos, as people might wonder which actions are right or wrong without clear guidelines. In such an environment, some may feel lost or overwhelmed, leading to feelings of nihilism, the belief that life lacks meaning altogether. This perspective can breed despair and uncertainty as individuals struggle to navigate their lives without established principles. However, Nietzsche also viewed this loss as an opportunity for personal growth and creativity. He encouraged individuals to embrace their freedom and take responsibility for shaping their own values. Rather than relying on external authorities, people could look inward, examining their experiences and emotions to forge unique paths toward meaning. In this way, God's death becomes a catalyst for self-discovery and empowerment. The search for purpose takes on a new dimension in light of this idea. It transforms into a personal journey rather than adhering to prescribed beliefs. Each person must confront the reality that they are the architects of their own lives. This process can be daunting but also exhilarating, as it allows for diverse expressions of identity and purpose. Ultimately, Nietzsche's proclamation underscores the importance of personal agency in our quest for meaning. While the unmooring from traditional beliefs can be disorienting, it also invites a reinvention of what it means to live authentically in a world ripe with possibilities. Embracing this challenge leads not only to individual strength but also fosters deeper connections with others who share the same journey towards finding personal significance in a world free from divine constraints. In response to the void left by traditional religion, Nietzsche introduced the concept of the Übermensch, often translated as the Overman or Superman. This figure embodies the ideals of self-creation and personal responsibility, standing as a symbol of what humanity can achieve in a world devoid of divine authority. The Übermensch represents an individual who transcends conventional morals and societal norms to forge their own path, embracing the freedom and responsibility that comes with it. The idea of the Übermensch serves as both a challenge and an inspiration. Nietzsche envisioned this figure as someone who not only accepts the absence of absolute truths but also thrives in it. Rather than succumbing to despair or nihilism, the Übermensch actively creates their own values and meanings. This process involves a deep commitment to personal growth and self-examination, allowing individuals to explore their potential fully. The journey toward becoming an Übermensch requires courage, as it often means rejecting external influences and societal expectations. Nietzsche believed that many people live by borrowed beliefs or values, shaped by culture or religion rather than by personal conviction. The Übermensch, in contrast, is a pioneer who looks inward to discover authentic desires and aspirations. This self-discovery leads to a more profound understanding of one's role in the world. Moreover, the concept emphasizes the importance of embracing life in all its complexities, including suffering and joy. By acknowledging and accepting these experiences, individuals can cultivate resilience and creativity. The Übermensch sees life not as a burden but as an opportunity to grow and evolve. Ultimately, Nietzsche's notion of the Übermensch invites us to reconsider what it means to be human in a godless world. It challenges us to harness our freedom, to take ownership of our lives, and to strive for greatness in our unique ways. In doing so, we can transform the absence of traditional values into a rich tapestry of personal meaning and purpose, navigating life not just as participants but as active creators of our destinies. Nietzsche's revolutionary ideas significantly impacted modern philosophy, paving the way for movements such as existentialism and postmodernism. His declaration that God is dead opened the door for thinkers to explore human existence without reliance on traditional religious frameworks. This shift encouraged a focus on individual experience and subjective truth, which became central themes in existentialist thought. Philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre embraced Nietzsche's ideas, particularly the notion of creating meaning in a seemingly indifferent universe. Sartre argued that individuals are condemned to be free, meaning they must take full responsibility for their choices in a world devoid of predetermined values. This idea echoes Nietzsche's call for self-creation and personal accountability, emphasizing that people must navigate their lives based on their own decisions and desires rather than external authorities. Similarly, Michel Foucault drew inspiration from Nietzsche's questioning of established norms and truths. Foucault examined how power structures shape knowledge and morality, suggesting that what we consider truth is often a product of societal forces rather than absolute realities. By critiquing these conventional narratives, Foucault aligned with Nietzsche's skepticism about the objective nature of truth and emphasized the importance of understanding context in discussions of morality and power. Furthermore, both existentialism and postmodernism challenge the idea of universal truths or moral absolutes. They encourage individuals to explore multiple perspectives and embrace uncertainty, reflecting Nietzsche's belief that meaning must be actively constructed rather than passively received. This exploration of diverse viewpoints fosters creativity and innovation but also requires individuals to confront discomfort as they navigate through conflicting ideas. In essence, Nietzsche's influence can be seen as a catalyst for contemporary philosophical thought, inspiring generations to delve into questions about existence, identity, and morality without relying on traditional frameworks. His legacy continues to resonate today as individuals grapple with the complexities of life in a world where absolute truths are increasingly questioned or rejected, urging them toward personal exploration and self-definition. Despite Nietzsche's profound influence on philosophy, his ideas are often misunderstood or misappropriated, leading to significant controversies. One common misconception is that Nietzsche advocated for a form of nihilism, a belief that life is meaningless. While he did explore the implications of a godless world, he also emphasized the need for individuals to create their own values and meanings. Nietzsche believed that facing the void left by traditional religion could lead to personal empowerment, rather than despair. Another major misinterpretation stems from the appropriation of Nietzsche's ideas by various ideological groups, particularly those with authoritarian or extremist views. For example, some have distorted his notion of the Übermensch to justify notions of superiority and elitism, promoting harmful ideologies. However, Nietzsche's concept was intended as a call for personal growth and self-overcoming, not as a justification for oppression or discrimination. Additionally, Nietzsche's famous declaration that God is dead has been misused to support atheism in a simplistic manner. His statement was not merely an assertion of disbelief, it was a philosophical exploration of the consequences of losing a shared moral framework. This depth is often overlooked in discussions about his work. Furthermore, Nietzsche's critique of morality can sometimes be interpreted as an attack on ethics itself. In reality, he aimed to question conventional moral systems and analyze their origins to encourage individuals to develop their unique codes of conduct based on their experiences rather than blindly following societal norms. The misinterpretation of Nietzsche's philosophy extends into popular culture as well, where his ideas are sometimes sensationalized or reduced to sound bites devoid of context. His nuanced perspectives on power, morality, and human experience are complex and warrant deeper understanding. Ultimately, addressing these misunderstandings is essential for grasping the true essence of Nietzsche's thought. By recognizing the multifaceted nature of his philosophy, we can appreciate his contributions more fully and resist the temptation to oversimplify or misuse his ideas for particular agendas. Engaging with Nietzsche's work in its entirety invites richer conversations about meaning, existence, and the nature of humanity in our contemporary world. Nietzsche's thoughts remain remarkably relevant today, particularly in discussions about belief, morality, and the search for meaning in contemporary life. In an age where traditional religious frameworks are increasingly questioned or abandoned, many individuals find themselves navigating a spiritual landscape that resembles Nietzsche's description of a world without God. This scenario challenges people to seek their own sources of meaning and value, echoing Nietzsche's emphasis on personal responsibility. As society grapples with the complexities of modern life, marked by rapid technological advancements, cultural shifts, and an ever-expanding array of information, the need to forge individual beliefs and moral systems becomes more pressing. Nietzsche's call for self-creation is particularly pertinent as people strive to define their identities amid competing ideologies and perspectives. His philosophy encourages individuals to embrace their freedom to explore different paths and make choices based on their unique experiences rather than conforming to prescribed norms. Moreover, the rise of existentialism in popular culture reflects Nietzsche's influence on contemporary discourse about purpose and authenticity. Works in literature, film, and art often explore themes of individualism, the search for meaning, and the struggle against nihilism, concepts rooted in Nietzschean thought. This focus on the individual's journey resonates with many who feel lost or disconnected in a rapidly changing world. In addition, Nietzsche's critiques of morality challenge us to reconsider what it means to live ethically in today's society. As moral relativism gains traction, his ideas prompt individuals to question the foundations of their beliefs and consider how personal values can be developed outside of established religious teachings. Engaging thoughtfully with these questions can lead to deeper insights into human behavior and societal structures. Ultimately, Nietzsche's legacy serves as a powerful reminder that while the absence of traditional authority can create uncertainty, it also provides an opportunity for profound personal growth and creativity. By embracing this challenge, individuals today can navigate the complexities of existence with courage and resilience, crafting meaningful lives that reflect their authentic selves, a pursuit very much aligned with Nietzsche's vision for humanity in a world where God is no longer seen as central to existence. In conclusion, Friedrich Nietzsche's philosophy invites us to engage deeply with the implications of his declaration that God is dead. This statement reflects a significant shift in societal values, where traditional beliefs are increasingly questioned, prompting individuals to find new sources of meaning and morality. Nietzsche challenges us to confront the void left by the decline of religious authority, urging us to take personal responsibility for our values and beliefs. His concept of the Übermensch emphasizes the importance of self-creation and empowerment in a world without predetermined truths. Rather than succumbing to nihilism, Nietzsche encourages individuals to actively shape their lives, embracing the freedom and creativity that arise from this challenge. This perspective is particularly relevant today as many seek authenticity in their identities amid diverse ideologies and rapid social change. Moreover, Nietzsche's influence extends beyond philosophy. It resonates in literature, art, and popular culture, where themes of existential inquiry and individualism continue to thrive. His ideas resonate with those who feel disoriented in a complex world, offering a framework for navigating life's uncertainties with courage and resilience. By fostering an understanding that meaning is something to be constructed rather than given, Nietzsche empowers individuals to define their paths in life. As we reflect on Nietzsche's thoughts today, we see that his philosophy offers valuable insights into our ongoing quest for truth. By embracing the absence of absolute truths as an opportunity for growth, we can craft meaningful narratives that reflect our experiences and aspirations. In this way, Nietzsche's legacy serves as a powerful reminder that while the journey may be filled with challenges, it is also rich with potential for personal transformation. Ultimately, Nietzsche invites us to step into our roles as creators of meaning in our lives. As we navigate this landscape devoid of traditional frameworks, his philosophy encourages us to engage thoughtfully with our beliefs, explore our identities boldly, and seek out ways to cultivate significance in an ever-evolving world. This pursuit not only enriches our individual lives but also fosters deeper connections with others who share the same journey towards self-discovery and authenticity.